Hi all, today we are going to see about object-oriented programming. In object-oriented programming, we are going to see about generics in Java. So let's see about what is generic. Generic means parameterized types, that is, it is an idea which allows types, that is integer, string, etc., and user-defined types to be a parameter to methods, class and interfaces. Using generics, it is also possible to create classes that work with different data types. An entity such as class, interface or methods that operate on parameterized type is a generic entity. The Java generics programming is introduced in J2SE 5 to deal with type-safe object. It makes the code stable by detecting the bugs at compiling time. What are the main advantages of Java generics? There are mainly three advantages of generics. They are type safety, type casting is not required, compile time checking, type safety. So let's see about what is type safety. We can hold only a single type of objects in generics. It does not allow to store other objects. Typecasting is not required. There is no need to typecast the object. Compile time checking. It is checked at compile time, so problem will not occur at runtime. The good programming strategy says it is far better to handle the problem at compile time than runtime. Now let us see about the types of Java generics. Generic method. Generic Java method takes a parameter and returns some values after performing a task. It is exactly like a normal function. However, a generic method has two type parameters that are called cited by actual type. This allows generic method to be used in more general way. The compiler takes care of type of safety which enables programmer to code easily since they do not have to perform long individual typecastings. Generic classes. A generic class is implemented exactly like a non-generic class. The only difference is that it contains a type parameter section. There can be more than one type of parameters separated by comma. The classes which accept one or more parameters are known as parameterized classes or parameterized types. Example of Java generics. Java program to show working of user-defined generic class. Here we use the less than greater than to specify the parameter type. Now first we create a class name is test and an object of type T is declared. T represents the object and test represents the class. In class test T object, this object is equal to object. This constructor is created and then get object is also given. So driver class to test above the main. Now we are going to create a main class and here we are giving public static void main string args. Then we are creating an instance for integer type and then we are creating instance for string type and then we are printing out the objects. Type parameters. The type parameters naming conventions are important to learn generic thoroughly. The common type parameters are T type, E element, K key, N number, V value. Wildcard in Java generics. The question mark, that is symbol, represent the wildcard element. It means any type. If we write extend name, it means any child class of number, that is integer, float and double. Now we can call the method of number class through any child class object. We can use a wildcard as a type of parameter, field, return type or local variable. However, it is not allowed to use a wildcard as type argument for generic method invocation, a generic class instance creation or a super type. Example of wildcard. Here is a program to give example of wildcard. Here the header file import java.utilities is given, abstract class shape and then draw are given. Next one is rectangle, which we are using inheritance also, and then class rectangle, circle are created, and then in the generic test we have given the void shape. So in the main program we are calling all those classes, and then different shapes are given. Advantages of generics. Programs that use generic has got many benefit over non-generic code. Code reuse. We can write a method or class or interface once and use it for any type we want. Type safety. Generic make error to appear compile time than run time. Individual typecasting is not needed. Generic promotes code reusability. Implementing generic algorithm is also possible. Code reuse. We can write a method or class or interface once and use it for any type we want. Type safety. Generics makes error to appear compile time than at runtime. Individual typecasting is not needed. If we do not use generics, then every time we retire data from array list we have to typecast it. Generic promotes code reusability. With the help of generics in Java, we can write code that will work different types of data. Implementing generic algorithm. By using generics, we can implement algorithms that work on different type of object, and at the same time they are also type safe too. Thank you.